Michael, well, first of all, thanks so much, and congratulations on winning your first round at Wimbledon qualifying. Tell us a little about the atmosphere here. I mean, I don't know if that's your first time being in this site, but you play in the Junior Grand Slam 2022, but what's it like coming back here?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, an honor to play, at Wimbledon. It's one of the, I think all the tennis players would say it's probably the biggest tournament of the year for us. There's just so much history here, and it feels unbelievable to get on the grass. Even though the grass swing is really short, it's always fun to get on the grass. You have to kind of change a little bit of how you play, and it's always really fun and obviously really, really great to get the win today.
Yeah, exactly. So you received a diploma from Colombia at Roland Garros. So this is basically like the first month you're a full-time pro without thinking about like too much on academics. What is it like being 100% pro now, and what is it like coming back to the court playing at this very high level?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely great to just not have to think about going to classes after this tournament is done or doing schoolwork on the road. So it just gives a sense of freedom. I can just purely focus on the tennis. And yeah, I'm just looking forward now that I'm full-time pro to just see how far I can go.
Yeah, how's that psychology degree helping you carrying you throughout the career?
A lot of people have asked me like if it helps, this psychology degree helps on court, and answer is I'm not sure it does. Like, to be honest, it's more just like research into certain disorders and stuff. So I think it's more just the experience from playing a lot of tennis and just a lot of match play has helped me the most, I think.
Yeah. What are some stuff have you learned playing on grass? You're junior Grand Slam finalist in 2022.
Yeah, I would say the ball just stays a little bit lower, so you have to stay a little bit lower. So it's hard to get the ball out of your opponent's strike zone. So it's more kind of just ball striking, trying to hit through your opponent. And then I think grass, a lot of the players that do really well, they're always like trying to sneak into the net and come to the net, and it's a little more difficult to pass just because the ball stays a little bit lower, so you have to hit up on the ball, so it's easier to put away some of the volleys.
Yeah, awesome. Sio representing the Columbia Lions.
Yeah.
Should we say go Lions?
Yeah, go Lions.
All right, thanks so much, Michael, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Awesome, thank you so much.
All right, thanks,
Appreciate
Michael.
it.
Alrighty, Michael, first of all, congratulations making to the Wimbledon main draw. Obviously, there are two former college tennis players playing there. It's Columbia versus Arizona. But, what's your perspective on this match, and how are you able to make to the main draw?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a tough match. Colin's been playing really well. He had two good wins, coming into this match. And of course, I've played him a couple times in college, so it's always been a battle against him. And just really happy to get through. I kind of knew what to expect, game style-wise, just experience playing him, and so I was just getting ready mentally for that.
Yeah, you've been to the Wimbledon main side before, but for this time, it's going to be a new experience. What are you most looking forward to going there?
Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it as much as possible. It's not often you get to go and play at Wimbledon, the main site. It's been 4 years for me, so it's if once every 4 years, hopefully once every year from now on. But it's just an honor to get the opportunity to play somewhere with so much history.
Yeah, what does it mean to you and also for the Columbia Lions having the first player to get in there?
Am I the first one?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a testament to all the work that's been put in, the past 4 years. Just a culmination of all the work, all my teammates, my coaches, the support I received from Columbia, and of course, all the work I've done with Ruan and Les, who's been here with me for all the slams. So I mean, yeah, it's just amazing. When I decided my last year of high school to give the ITF Tour a shot and try to play the slams, so to give me that extra motivation to one day be able to come back and play all the men's slams. And I think, except for U.S. Open, that's the only one I haven't made main draw. I've done that. So, yeah, just the credit to all the work and all the support I received.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about like going to Wimbledon, playing there as a dream. Is that something part of your dream when you're a kid?
Yeah, 100%. I think for every tennis player that aspires to play professionally, it's always Wimbledon is kind of that one tournament that's a little bit special, I think, in all tennis players' eyes. It's the biggest tournament of the year. Everyone just wants the opportunity to play there and one day hopefully lift the trophy and make deep runs there. It's a very special place.
Yeah, I think a lot of Asian American tennis players are really look up to, with your experience, with your academics, achievement as well. What advice would you like to share with them how to balancing both school and academics?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say time management's very important, and then just have high shoot for the stars or have high expectations or high dream big. And just work hard, work for it. As long as you put in the work, the hours, eventually maybe one day you'll be able to reach it. And just as long as you have the right support staff and the right people supporting you and guiding you, maybe one day you'll be able to do it as well.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, Michael, and congrats again.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Cool. All right, Michael, thanks so much for joining us. I mean, what a match. 5-set, going to the decider, super tiebreak. Tell us about some of the emotions that you went through this match.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a tough battle. I think that's kind of what I was expecting going into playing Nori, someone who's known for competing really hard, and, going through that college pathway, I knew it was going to be just kind of a dogfight. So, yeah, just really happy to come out with the win.
Yeah, I mean, with a lot of emotions, a lot of support maybe from the Brits, what kind of experience prepared you to become who you are today?
Yeah, I mean, this is something that you kind of dream of, just playing in front of a crowd like this on a show court at Wimbledon. I think every tennis player at some point has that aspiration. And I think all of the college tennis has helped me prepare for that, the hostile crowds, just trying your best to just think they're cheering for you, do use a little bit of reverse psychology, and just have that energy, build on that.
Yeah, exactly. How's the experience been like coming here, obviously practice a little bit, and then coming here to play?
Yeah, it's been amazing so far. At Wimbledon, the grounds are just so iconic, and it's just so beautiful here. It's always a pleasure to come and play at Wimbledon. Been practicing really well and playing really well, so just look to keep that run going.
Yeah, this is your 5th top 50 win. What does it really mean to you?
Obviously, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it just gives that confidence that the level is there, and just going to keep building on that, and hopefully one day I'll eventually be in the top 50, so we'll keep going.
Yeah, you hit 3 more times aces than Cam Nori in this match. Why did you do so well on the serves?
Yeah, I think the grass helps a lot. I've been serving, really well, even in kind of the warm-up tournaments where I lost. The serve has been just something that's helped me out a lot, getting a lot of those free points, as you said, those aces. Just helps me be loose on the return games, and I can play a little bit more free on the return games, and just knowing that I'll hold and the match is going to be close just gives you the extra confidence that you're not going to go away.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, at the end, I mean, a lot of Asian Americans or Chinese fans are really look up to. Maybe you want to share something, and I want to thank them for their support at the end. Maybe using Chinese.
Yeah, sure. 我的名字是郑瑞，谢谢大家过来给我加油，谢谢。
Okay. Alrighty. Thanks so much, Michael, and congrats again.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
That was insane.
Thanks.
Join me right here. Congratulations winning your 2nd round. Obviously not an easy match. Well, the fact that you saved saved the set point on the 2nd set, that point has gone viral. Tell us a little bit about how you're able to pull that off.
I have to say it was definitely a little bit of luck involved. Yeah, I mean, I kind of just slipped getting into the drop shot, and I basically just kind of bailed out and guessed that he was going to go cross, and I was falling down, and I just basically stuck my racket out there, and he was hoping he went that way, and it just somehow landed on my racket, and I got a little bit lucky, and then I think after that point I just started playing more free and just started going for it.
Yeah, you stayed pretty much perfect on your service game, also hitting 20 aces. How important those points are for you?
Yeah, definitely very important. I've been serving really well, even from the first round against Nori, and today on all the break points I made a lot of first serves, was hitting my spots really well, and I think the serve has become basically a weapon, and I'm just going to try to keep improving that, and I hope I keep serving like this throughout the tournament.
Yeah, this has been our best result for Grand Slams, getting to the 3rd round. What does it mean to get into this deeper stage?
Yeah, it definitely means a lot. You get the chance to compete against some of the best players in the world. And this is what everyone dreams of making these stages. I'm in front of a packed crowd, and probably the best tournament in the world, biggest tournament in the world. So, yeah, it's been an amazing couple weeks so far.
Yeah, you had a very unique route in terms of going to this stage. Obviously, you stayed 3 years in normal school and then spent 1 year in online school in Dwight Global. Tell us about the decision from normal school to online school and how tough it is to make that transition from normal school to online school like Dwight.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, during the high school times, I feel like I wasn't ready. I actually was injured in 8th grade, so my parents wanted to play it a little bit safe, and just felt like I wasn't ready to go and be homeschooled and train kind of those 4 or 5 hour days every day. So went to normal school, did the after school programs after school finished, and I feel like I developed a lot as a person those first 3 years. And then kind of my senior year, we felt that we wanted to give myself a chance. My parents and I wanted to give myself a chance to try the ITF tour and play these junior slams and
maybe inspire yourself to one day get a chance to come back and play in the pros, which has happened, which is amazing. But yeah, I mean, the people at Dwight have been super helpful. They made the transition very easy. Sometimes it's very difficult to, when you're traveling on the road, it's difficult to stay focused and be disciplined, but they made it very easy. The professors were very understanding of when you're traveling, so that helped a lot. And I ended up having good results in juniors as well. I made finals at Wimbledon juniors, so a lot of credit goes to that, I think.
Yeah, well, in terms of like choosing online school, a lot of Asian parents are maybe a little bit hesitant in terms of sending their kids to school like this. But how are you able to find Dwight Global, and how are you able to continue your success at online school as well?
Yeah, I think one of the main things, I grew up to Asian parents. Academics was always a very big factor coming up. So Dwight Global has a really good history of having real professors teaching the students, which was very helpful. And at the same time, when I felt like I was ready to take on the ITF circuit and put more hours into tennis, kind of playing that catch up a little bit since I was in regular school, it was very, very helpful. It made the transition very smooth.
Yeah. Well, 5 matches in, from qualifying. How does the body feel going this deep in the tournament?
Yeah, I've been doing the ice baths, recovering, trying to recover as much as possible. Was feeling all right actually during the match today, much better than I was expecting, and hopefully we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But feeling all right, a little bit sore, but nothing too serious, I think.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much, Michael, and congrats again.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.